Now, the new Eastenders set that cost way too much of your TV licence fee money has now been finished and they've started using it and released some first look pictures. Wow. Well, let's take a look at it because it's interesting at how much this cost compared to some other stuff. Let's have a look. The Eastenders cast will now be filming on a brand new set for outside locations, including the Queen Vic, the Square and the Market. New images released by the BBC reveal the new refurbished set at the BBC Elstree Centre, which will replace the original one. Right, let's have a look then. Well, yeah, that looks like Eastenders. Yeah, and that looks like Eastenders too. Right, how's that different to the old one? With it said to have cost around £87 million, the new location is actually opposite the former Walford. So they've spent 87 million quid of TV licence fee payers' money to build a new set next to the old set. Now, for comparison, I have this story here. Coronation Street's new £10 million set will open to fans for the first time next month. Because Coronation Street had a new set as well, which involved a pub and a street and some shops and stuff like that, outdoor spaces where they could film things. And, you know, they managed to do it for 10 million quid. That includes everything and pretty much the same stuff you would expect to have happened with EastEnders. So how come they did it for 10 million quid? Because it says here, look, the original 2015 forecast for the new EastEnders scheme was 57.9 million, but the revised budget ended up at 86.7 million according to the National Audit Office. So the EastEnders set wasn't supposed to be at 87 million quid, it was supposed to be 60 million quid, and it went massively over budget. But how? How can it be that different to what Coronation Street did for 10 million? I'll tell you why. Because ITV had to earn that money from advertisers. That's why there's some franchised coffee shop, isn't there now? Coronation Street. I don't know, I don't watch it. And I think the shop in Coronation Street is a franchised shop as well now, isn't it? A co-op or something. Don't know, don't watch it, as I said. But because they had to make that money, and because they've had to make that money, they have to make that money stretch. Like we all do with our wages or whatever we earn. You know, you make it stretch, you make it last the month. And ITV, because they earn their money, have to behave like that. But the BBC act like, you know, one of them kids that have a trust fund where it just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, more money's coming, everything's fine, just blow it. You know, 87 million quid of licence fee payers' money on that set. And that equates to, I did the maths for you, 554,283 TV licences. 500,000 households in the UK had to pay the 159 quid licence fee just to pay for the EastEnders set. Oh, that's 80 million quid that could have been used to make better programming. You know, 80 million quid. Just get around your head. Just for a set to film the most depressing show in the world, and when they already had one anyway. How does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense at all, does it? If you've ever thought about cancelling your licence fee, you're like, oh, I'm in an iron and on the fence. Seriously, that's got to make you think about it more, isn't it? Now, us being in the fight against the BBC and the TV licence, we all know people that defend the BBC to the hill. Do me a favour, send them a link to this video and say, how can you possibly defend that? When ITV can do it for 10 million, but the BBC needed 500,000 households in the UK to front up the cash for the new EastEnders set. It's not right, is it? Share this video with them and let them defend that, see what they come up with, and let me know in the comments what they did come up with in defence for that, because I'll be interested to hear how you can possibly defend that decision. It just seems unreal to me when they're cutting back on programming so much. Like over Christmas, a third of the stuff on BBC One was repeats, 3/4 of the stuff on BBC Two was repeats. 80 million quid could have gone into making some good programming for the country. Not just a new EastEnders set when they already had one anyway. It could have got patched up for less than 10 million quid, I would imagine. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.